Good morning. Beautiful day for hunting. Doesn't appear it right now, but the wind has been blowing about 30 mile an hour with wind gusts 40 and 50. I've opted to stay inside today. Let's see if I can get out this afternoon. They're talking up to maybe 4 inches of snow. Some places having whiteout conditions. I assume that we're going to be one of those places. Well, I'm going to stay inside. Now that the wind stopped, or at least the gusts aren't as bad, my goal is to get up on top of that hill and sit there for 2 hours. Ooh. That's my goal. I guess it's down to probably about maybe 40 minutes of light left. Wind's still kicking. But we got some sunshine over that way. I guess the sun's going to come out just before it sets. Haven't heard a gunshot since I've been out. I guess the deer are hiding from this wind, besides normally hiding from me. Here's to the deer being better hiders than I am a hunter. Man, it got cold out there. I only said 28 degrees, but the wind kicked up again. The snow clouds rolling through. The last one, it just missed us to the left. I was watching that come, and then it just kind of beelined it and was heading towards town. So I'm glad that happened. But I came in a few minutes early because I didn't want to try to walk through that ice. Everything's frozen solid out there. Our road out here, treacherous. Treacherous. I slipped on the way out, and I slipped a couple of times on the way in. Very slippery. I'm glad I'm not driving. So, but was out there, didn't hear a gunshot, didn't see a deer. I'm going to sit here and have a nice blackberry brandy. Hope it reaches my fingertips and toes. I don't know. Guess I'm watching a movie. Hot sausage is on the menu tonight, as per Crabby's menu. I can't deviate from that, you know. So, I'm here at the cabin. Don't know what's going on. We'll check back. And I'm going to hunt behind the cabins. I'm going to go in a little deeper than I was last night. And I'm going to try to stay out here all day. Wind's not so bad. It's cold. 18 degrees. Our road is like a skating rink. I opted not to drive over to the power lines. I'm going to hunt back here again today. I think if I don't do anything here today, I'm going to go to the power lines tomorrow and find a new spot over there. I set up in a spot here, but I think I'm going to move back. There was a spot back about 100 yards I looked at, so I think I'm going to move there. Where I'm at now is nice. I can see around that bend a little bit, and see over here down in front of me, but I can only see a little bit here to my left, and there's such big trees here. It's really thick. It's hard to see. I'm only seeing, I don't know, on average maybe 40, 50 yards out. So I think I'm going to move back. The trees weren't so thick or big around. It gave me a little bit of a better view. I think I'm going to pack up and head there as soon as I stop sweating. I got this Under Armour on, the Under Armour cold weather gear. And man, it really clings to you, especially since it's only an extra large. Ugh. So as soon as I stop sweating, I'm going to move again. Well, at least I know there are deer out here. I'm sitting here, I got the wind in my face, watching this area. I can see almost 360 degrees. Obviously, I'm concentrating where the wind is in my face, and I'm sitting here. All of a sudden, I hear like a crack of a branch, and then a deer just blew at me. And I heard it take off running away. So I guess when it crested the hill behind me, it picked up my scent, blew, and took off. Well, at least I know there's something out here. Went over that hill, and one of the funniest things is that's where I was first sitting, up on top of that hill before I moved. Okay. Good morning. Not really. Out here looking for the doe that I shot at last night. I have found no blood. I had to give up last night because it got dark, and then I helped a friend drag his deer in. Came back out here this morning, waited for some light, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm a good, a couple 100 yards. My other issue, well, we'll start with the GoPro. Had the GoPro on, 28 seconds, and the GoPro shuts off. So you missed all kinds of stuff. You missed me taking the shot. You've seen it. It shows where I raised the gun, and I waited for an opening in the trees. I took the shot, and I'm going to say I missed. All right, so here's the next issue. After getting back to the cabin with the other deer, getting it hung, it was late. Took my rifle, put the laser bore sight on it, and it was several inches to the left and low at 10 yards. It should have been 2 inches high, and it was low and way to the left. So I'm assuming I missed the deer. I'm assuming from putting the rifle in the truck, it got bounced around. It didn't fall. I didn't drop it. I don't know what happened. I guess just from getting bounced around, there's a gunshot way out in the distance. So had it resighted. Still no deer. Then I forgot to set the alarm this morning, so I got up late. And also got overserved a little bit. I was disgusted when I got home, when I got to the cabin. So, trying to catch my breath. And now I'm going to hike all the way back. And I'm going to sit there for the next, I don't even know what time it is at the moment. But I want to try to stay out here all day. I'm going to try to get back up these couple of benches. And I want to pull the tags down that I marked my walk with. I'm going to try the GoPro again. I Googled it, and it says to reformat the SD cards, but don't do a quick format on it, do a full format, which took, 15, 20 minutes to happen. So I did that. Let's see if it's working. Let me see if I can find my way back. I just walked around for well over an hour. And I found a nice spot, but I can't tell. There's a tree stand there, and I can't tell if somebody's in it or they just have it set up to look like somebody's in it. So I walked all the way down, back around, came up. This is where I was sitting yesterday, where I said it was super thick. It is. But this is where those deer came from. So I'm out here. hiding behind this nice V tree, or double tree here, whatever you want to call it. I'm a little cold from walking around so much. Disgusted that I couldn't find the blood. But, I guess at least I didn't wound it. I'm going to zipper some clothes here. The cold air is getting in on the sweat. Relax here for the next couple hours. I'm sitting here laughing. There were just 3 gunshots. One in front of me, way in the distance in front of me. One behind me in the distance. And one to my right in the distance. I guess that's why I'm not seeing any deer. They're not making it this far. I'm sitting in above the spot I sat yesterday. And there's a fresh rub on a tree right in front of where I was sitting. So I know there's deer in the area. But I think I'm the only one out in this spot around here. Nobody's kicking them up. Nobody's got them moving. It's getting cold out here. So as I'm sitting here freezing, actually shivering, I look down at my gun and I see that on the scope. So I guess I know why the scope was off. Somewhere along the line, I bumped something and hit it hard enough that it put a scratch in the scope. Oh, it's the last half hour of light. Man, I froze. But one of the guys just went by and he kicked something up. I could hear it running on that hill. The next bench up. I could hear it running through the briars or laurels, whatever they are, right on the trees. I never got to see it, but I heard it running. I'm hanging in here until dark. Another all day sit. Pros picking us up or not. Man, you would have seen the colors in that sky. It's only about 2 or 3 more minutes left. Shooting light. Getting ready to start heading in. I am absolutely froze. They were only out here the last couple hours. Man. I can't wait to get in front of that fire.